Welcome back to This Week in Crime, everybody. It's your boy, Steve Furey. I'm here with the mulleted madman himself,
Saul Trujillo.
We got Katie on the ones and twos.
What's up?
And we're recorded live at the Comedy Store Studios. We're back. We're just going to get into this bad boy. One of my favorite segments. The one the people need. The one the people yearn for. What does it look like? He did.
He looks like he just did some jock's homework for bully protection.
Yes, 100%. Definitely looks kind of like a Mexican Harry Potter.
He does. He looks like he sold a Pokemon cards to buy college books.
He's the first guy to build a strip club in Minecraft.
He looks about to mukbang a whole bunch of you know what I mean? He looks like he eats a whole bunch of gross shrimp.
Yeah, he definitely looks like one of the Mexican kids who always hang out in boba places. He looks like the Unabomber if he only attacked Hot Topics.
Yeah, it's good. He looks like he draws hentai to jerk off to.
All right, let's see what this man actually did. Stalker convicted of hiding an OnlyFans model's attic and snapping nude photos while she slept. All right, coming out with a banger. A Pennsylvania man was found guilty of several charges after he broke into an OnlyFans model's home, hid in her attic, telling jurors the woman wanted to be stalked. First off, great defense. Love what you're doing there.
Great defense? Yeah, okay.
The road wanted to be drunk driven on, sir. Have you? I've always been a big wanted to live in a basement or an attic because I feel like a lot of cartoons lived in attics. Kind of like, your Hey Arnolds. I think Drake and Josh had a crazy bedroom.
What attics though? Like every attic that I've ever been to has non-livable fiberglass all up in the corner. Like I'm so afraid of rolling onto it, stepping. Have you ever stepped on fiberglass? Like every attic I've been to, it's the worst. I've lived in a basement.
Yes.
Like the basement's fine. Like you could sleep for 12 hours with no sunshine. It's great. But an attic, it's just that's where you keep Christmas decorations.
Well, I mean, I'm not sleeping next to Christmas decorations and pictures. It's like furnished.
Okay.
There's stuff like wood or drywall on the walls. There's kind of a little vibe. I'm thinking
There's a scary movie aspect about attics where you pull the stairs down.
Yes.
Like, what, are you just going to go up there and there's a lamp and a bed? Fuck that. There's monsters up there, dog. What are you talking about?
What about you, Katie? Were you ever wanting to live in an attic or a basement?
Yes, but also no. And, Saul was saying, is there a monster up there? I immediately was like the Grudge.
Yes.
Coming down. So, yeah, I don't have the correct attic for it or basement because I think mine is haunted. So
yeah, who has a not haunted attic?
Yeah.
Well, here's one thing, Kay. If you're gonna have a haunted attic, stop having old mannequins with sheets on them up there.
That's true. It is full of that. It is full of that.
Everyone, and then when it turns around, know that it shouldn't be in there.
Wow, where are you going to keep your mannequins and old sheets? Just in the living room?
And large mirrors.
I have nowhere else to put them. I don't know what you want from me.
Makes sense. Marcio Guerrero, 19, was convicted of 2 of 4 counts of burglary alongside with criminal trespass and invasion of privacy. He became obsessed with a social media starlet he met online and began tracking her every move and reportedly made copies of her keys to gain access to her house in New Hampshire. The creep hid in the 24-year-old woman's attic at least 4 times and waited for her to sleep so he could go downstairs and terrifyingly film her, including her privates. Investigators discovered several disturbing clips on a cell phone that he had taken of the woman who had only been identified as NR in court documents. My question to you guys naked sleepers?
No. No, but how do you take video of her private parts?
I'm guessing she's a naked sleeper.
That doesn't matter, but is she sleep do you pass out spread eagle? You just pass out with the door open? That's my question.
Yeah, she might be one of the oddest sleepers ever, which is on top of the covers, butt naked, in the pap smear stirrups.
Well, that's when again, monsters are gonna get you. So don't. Yes, you sleep under the covers so they can't grab your feet. And to answer, sometimes I do, but
Yeah.
it depends on if I have a hot flash or not. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, where are my clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember taking them off. What happened? What kind of dreams was I
Once
having?
again, the monsters gotcha.
Again, yes.
Oh,
they
me?
got
I
me.
fall asleep in doggy style, you know, like just the bottom part.
Just ass up,
Yeah,
straight
just
beehole
ass up.
purse to the ocean, to the sky.
Yeah.
I'm a naked sleeper, but I'm also constantly covered.
What?
Like, I believe in the monster thing. That someone will get my foot or leg or something like that.
Yeah.
So I keep myself covered with blankets, but I am butt naked for sure most of the time.
Oh, so you fall asleep all romantic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if me naked is very romantic anymore, but it's definitely I'm making a statement.
Isn't it, who was it, Gucci Mane, that somebody broke into his house while he was naked, and then like he had like an AK next to
Yeah.
him, so he just started
Killed him.
naked shooting an AK.
Cool.
Oh, I think I guess if I were to sleep naked, I would love to sleep naked next to an AK. Just, you know, to be
That is
ready.
true. Less clothes, more guns. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Guerrero told the jury Monday that he thought he and the victim were in a romantic relationship and that she wanted to be stalked, according to the news outlet. At first, he and the woman communicated on the adult website, but she later kept in touch with him via text messages and video calls on her cell phone. Guerrero also made unannounced visits to her home, including in February 2022 when he stayed inside her attic for almost 2 days before telling her he was in town.
Jesus Christ, man. I love the she wanted it. The fucking defense. She wanted me to break into her house and live in her closet. Classic love story, Your Honor.
I know. It's like, this is, you guys don't understand. This is just that old school romantic stuff that our grandparents did, you know? Like, grandma and grandpa, how'd you guys meet? Well, son, I used to cut out the crotches of your grandmother's underwear at night and make them into gag masks as I watched her from the vents. That led to us being married for 40 years.
Oh, it's like The Notebook.
Yeah, it's like
The Attic. Oh shit.
during the trial, he read text messages in which she allegedly told him she loved him and wanted him to obsessively stalk her. That's what she did say. Guerrero testified that she liked it. We talked about meeting up, about me coming up. Between that, we started having intercourse. I don't know, man, but the woman told the court that she was often drunk when they chatted online, but admitted they did have sex on one occasion.
What? Wait, what?
So, she had sex with him.
We fucked once.
We-
That gives me closet privileges.
But there are text messages that say she wants him to obsessively stalk her and that she loved him. Now, am I saying should he be able to do that? No. But you're giving a crazy guy a lot of
Mixed signals. Man, it's hard to give a crazy guy direct signals. Stay away from me. But imagine just confusing a stalker going like, get away from me. I love you.
And then you fuck him? I don't know, man. I mean, it's trolling. This guy was terrible in the wrong, but I don't know. You don't want to trick crazy people.
You don't throw your stalker some sympathy puss.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
All right, but this is the last time you got to get out of my closet.
Don't do that. What?
She told investigators that he seemed nice at first, and she gave him her address because she wanted him to buy her a TV and fireplace for her apartment. She never really wanted to meet him, but she was just very pushy. He was very pushy. I mean, if they didn't want to meet, how'd they fuck? Prosecutors noted that the victim refused to see him several times. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Defense attorney Harry Starbick said his client was disappointed with the verdict, describing him as a young man with no prior criminal record who is now a convicted felon. He is as he appeared on the witness stand. He is young, naive, and he was hoping for someone to help him. Deputy Stratford County Attorney Emily Guerreau said he was very impressed. Emily, wow, that was a man's name, with the victim who lived with her mother. That's the crazy one. This fool was creeping while the mother was home.
Wow. He's like, this is my new mother-in-law. I should be cool with it, you know?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's nuts. That's another person to avoid while you're... That's just a good stalker.
That's his top
That's a
level
top-notch
stalker.
stalker.
I mean, this guy's in someone's house, avoiding a mother, managing to have sex with the person he's stalking.
He's living a whole Phantom of the Opera dialogue. He's just fucking hiding in the darkness.
He's just singing songs. Watermelon sugar.
He's
High.
up there playing a tiny piano. Oh man.
Oh man.
I was like, what's the worst thing you've done, like as far as drunk? Because she had sex with her stalker. Drunk. You done anything like that? Like something that was just like out of the ordinary? It didn't seem.
My shit talking will get pretty high, and I'll I'll start shit talking pretty hard. Sometimes to people, but a lot of times about other people. And that one, or I'm just a lot of times my worst thing I do when I'm drunk is I go on Instagram and I hype people up.
You hype people up?
I hype people up all the time so that when I wake up, I have 50 messages from everybody being like, hey man, thanks. You really said something nice to me last night and all this kind of stuff.
That's the worst thing ever. You're a good guy when you're drunk.
Well, it can get out of hand. Like, dude, I've had ones where like Audrey Stewart, a comic, she always tells a story of like how like she got broken up with by her girlfriend at the time. Who then the girl moved out and moved directly to New York. And apparently I like talked her through it that night. And I have no recollection of what she's talking about.
These are good things, Steve.
Yeah, but I don't really do that much bad stuff.
I don't like to black out and be someone's helpful, shoulder to cry on. This is very bad.
What about you? You ever do anything bad?
Everybody's done it, but I was a notorious drunk driver. I've gotten pulled over twice where I should have gotten a DUI, but then like the cop would go, get out of here.
Wow.
Notorious drunk driver. Like scraped a car once, like driving 10 miles an hour on the 5. Just fucked up off like CrossFit. It took like 400 milligrams, 10 beers. Made it home, parking on my mom's front lawn. Just a piece of shit. And to this day, nothing. No one has.
Nice.
I don't drive anymore like that anymore. But that was wild.
Katie, you got anything? You got any drunk stories?
No, I'm pretty much the same drunk
Yeah.
as I am normally. People are like, "Oh my god, you're so." I'm like, no. If I'm gonna steal a cone from the side of the road, I'm gonna steal it sober and drunk. I don't give a fuck.
I'm more just like cones.
If it's gonna make somebody laugh, I'm gonna do it drunk or sober.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
You guys ever snuck into someone's house like a girlfriend, or had someone sneak into yours?
No,
not
at all.
Friends would sneak into my mom's house to just like wake me up. Because like I'd had a friend just sneak into my room. I'm like, that's the time where I am naked.
Yeah.
And sleeping in my bed. And then like one of the girls from my high school who's friends with all of our friends, she was like in my room. I was like, what the fuck are you doing in here? She was like, we just wanted to wake you up. So you broke into my mom's house?
Nice.
That's fucking crazy.
I used to sneak in people into my house all the time. My bedroom.
Sneak in people
Girls,
into your house?
yeah, at
girls?
night.
Yeah.
All the time.
I mean, that's what you do as a youth.
Yeah, I used to do it all the time. It was great. It was every other night I have this girl come over. The worst one was I snuck into my girlfriend's house. No, I didn't even sneak in. It was during the day. And we're like fooling around all day. It was an awesome day. Her parents had this sick ass house. And then we're chilling. We're making sandwiches. And her fucking front door opens. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's her dad, not even her mom. So then I sprint and I go in the fucking closet. And they close it in there. And he was home for the day. So I was in there for like 2 hours.
Fuck.
Until
like
her
the
mom.
attic guy.
Maybe the attic guy was just trying to bang and then he got fucking
The
caught.
mom kept coming in. He was just like in the closet. He's in the attic like, fuck, I'm here for 2 days.
Oh, dude, I was in there for 2 hours until her mom came home. And then she was like, how do I get him out of here to her mom? And she was like, we'll sneak him out. And her mom went and talked to her dad in the back house or in the back area. And then I ran out the front.
Wow, good on the mom, huh?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. She took a good look. He was like, okay.
He can stay.
All right.
This was not an easy case for her to have to go through or her mother, who was also a victim. So we are very proud of her and happy with the verdict. Guerrero will be required to wear a GPS tracking device until his sentencing in July. All right. Well, that guy's kind of a creep. He did, though, reach Hall of Fame creep status by able to actually bang his fucking stalker.
I've never heard of a stalker consensually banging.
No.
Never. That's not existent.
But I think it's like, the girl was borderline a prostitute.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she sold the naked videos and stuff like that, and then he probably gave her enough money to have sex with her. And I think
Yeah.
it was something like that. And they didn't want to say in court that she was having sex for money.
He's like, I asked you to say I love you.
Yeah.
You didn't say it.
All right, up next is a good one. This one blew my mind, and I should be going to Home Depot more. Home Depot lost $5.5 million by issuing $900 refunds for a single purchase more than 6,000 times.
Any of our Mexican fans are salivating right now.
Wow. People are like, do they do this at Lowe's too? Two Home Depot stores in Chicago were defrauded of $5.5 million by scammers who collected $900 credits more than 6,000 times for a single purchase made 3 years ago. Honestly, dude, I think that's on Home Depot.
100% that's on Home Depot, dude. What do you mean?
You got scammed for $5 million?
At 2 Home Depots, it's not even Home Depots like
across the
spread
country,
out.
yeah.
It's 2 dumbass Home Depots with shitty accountants.
That's like complaining that someone stole your bike that you left in the front yard. It's like, it's for the streets now, dog. That's on you.
The neighborhood's changed. There was no honor system anymore. It's like, all right, no.
Officials said the scam began in March 2020 when someone made a purchase of more than $6,000 from a home improvement chain's 2570 North Elston location. Days later, someone returned to the store and said the purchase was for a tax-exempt church. A store employee accepted the tax-exempt document and issued the representative a $900 gift card for tax value. She said people returned to Home Depot with the same receipt 15 more times that year, receiving $900 gift cards each time. In 2021, the company issued $900 gift cards another 33 times for that purchase.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to do the same $5,000 purchase, but like at a Michael's Crafts. Do the same thing over and over.
I mean, my question is, do we quit the pod right now and start a church and start hustling Home Depot?
If they're easily trickable like this, why not?
Man. Last year, 1,300 gift cards were issued for $900 tax credits on the same purchase. And as of mid-May, Home Depot issued $900 gift cards for the exact same receipt 3,200 times, Dale Schmidt said. Cashiers scanned the receipt barcode from a frauder's phone each time, manually entering the tax-exempt information, then cut a gift card for the difference. Some cashiers issued multiple gift cards for the same purchase in one setting.
Whew.
You guys ever stole anything from a store?
No, I would feel so bad. The guilt is just, I feel bad about.
Well, what store, though?
Yeah, what
Anything.
store? Really? I don't give a
Anything.
fuck about
Oh my
Target
God.
or Walmart.
Well, Target, they have a thing where if you could steal from Target, but they will remember it. So they can charge you once it hits 800. I believe it's a felony or like a misdemeanor or whatever. I don't know the difference,
that's
but
cool.
yeah. So they will find you. They're smart and petty.
I would love if like you went to a Target and you stole something and a year later it was on your receipt when you tried to buy like jelly beans. Like your jelly beans are $750 because you stole a fucking TV 6 months ago. You ever stole anything?
Yeah. Was it kleptomaniac? I would steal alcohol. I would steal random various shit. I would put shit into like chargers, like a phone charger into like a cereal box.
Nice.
Yeah, random stuff. I had a roommate who stole his dog's flea medication every single time from Walmart. And I think you kind of know the guy.
I know a roommate. He's a grown man.
Yeah, he's a grown 50-year-old man. So he had the money. He would buy all the stuff. He'd buy all his shit, and then he put the flea medication somewhere to where it wasn't, and then it's like $70 flea medication.
Yeah.
And he'd just be like, I stole it. It was great.
Well, that's the trick. If you really want to steal something, I've always thought, number one, be out in the open.
Yeah.
Don't look shady.
Yeah, don't look shady.
And buy something.
Yeah.
My one I used to do is I would ransack Burberry outlets. Ransack.
I've never done anything like that.
So what I would do is I would go to the one in Vacaville, and I would go to a Nike store.
Yeah.
And I would buy a pack of socks, and I would ask for one of their bigger bags that kind of just stand up on their own.
Yeah.
Then I would go into the Burberry store, and I'd go under the clothes, and I would just flick them into the bag. So no one could see it and fall right into the bag. And
Yeah.
I'd pick it up and I'd walk it out. Bro, when I was in high school, I was dripped in fucking Burberry. I had like,
Random professional young man.
bro, dripped in Burberry. And I mean, who gave a fuck? And I always used to think too, like, because they had a lot of, I don't know.
A lot of what? Why'd you stop?
They had a lot of feeble security guards.
Oh, so someone you could probably.
So I was
date.
always like, it was always like these small women and old men.
Yeah.
And I was like, if it really came down to it, I would just. And at the time, I was like peak physical condition.
Yeah.
I was like, I would just run through this person.
Even if you weren't at peak physical condition, the type of front door staff they got is probably not the best.
I mean, I'm getting closer to old man now.
Yeah, you got a bad knee.
Bad knee, horrible. My legs are fucked. In total, the company lost $5.5 million, $900 at a time. In addition to the Elston location, the fraud was also carried out at the chain's 1300 South Clinton store. The company's corporate retail crime investigator contacted the Chicago Police Department's Organized Retail Crime Task Force about the scam on May 5th. That was a hard fucking sentence. On Wednesday, prosecutors said Lamont Thompson, 49, was one of the customers who presented the 3-year-old receipt to receive $900 from Home Depot. Dale Schmidt said Thompson received 10 gift cards worth $9,000 on May 10th. Another 39 on May 12th, valued at $35,000, and another 3 cards worth $2,700 on Monday. My question is, shouldn't that organized retail crime task force be the ones who get fucking fired?
So, I mean, yeah, because they're clearly not doing their job. They're just taking a nap in the back. What's going on here, man? Or they're in on it. They could be in on it.
They are in. I think everyone's in on it.
Plus, these people who were the criminals doing it, it's like, I mean, you're really milking it, dog. I would have done that like 4 times. 4 times. It's like
They did it for 3 years.
the ego on that is nuts. Like the bubble will never burst. It's
Dude,
like,
year 3 when your house is made of fucking brand new crown molding and baseboards and you got fucking the sickest shower doors, it's like, give up. You've wrung this thing dry.
Yeah, fucking obviously. He's also dripped up in like tool belts. He's got a cocking gun in his waist. It's like
He's got Ryobi everything.
just walking around cocky. That's how you got caught.
When police arrested Thompson on Tuesday, he had 33 Home Depot gift cards worth $29,000 on his person.
Why that many?
Imagine carrying 33 cards.
A stack of Home Depot cards.
He probably would just hand them out as tips. You know, like if you got like a lot of joints, you throw a guy a joint. You're like, here you go, man. Why don't you go buy yourself a couch?
Yeah, buy yourself some 2x4s real quick.
He is charged with 4 counts of felony retail theft and operating a continuing financial crime enterprise. Just hitting the club and letting it rain crown molding and baseball coupons. 2 Home Depot cashiers, Christiana Westbrook, 38, and Sharon Dwyer, 46, were charged with theft on Wednesday. Each had been working for the companies for about 2 years. So this is how they did it. Prosecutors said Westbrooks used her unique teller code to issue $900 gift cards on the same receipt more than 1,000 times.
I got it.
When she was caught, she was carrying about $3,000 in cash, Dale Schmidt said, and she admitted to receiving $100 for every gift card she issued.
Not bad.
Not bad.
That's a weird hardware Ocean's 11 situation going on.
What a great, yeah. Just how long do you think the scam was going to fucking go? You did it for years. You don't think they're going to catch on? The millions of dollars you've taken?
I mean, to be honest, it is on Home Depot. It took them 3 years. I mean, I would feel indestructible too.
Yeah. Dwyer allegedly issued more than 1,500 cards worth $1.3 million since January 1st. Dale Schmidt said Dwyer received $30 for every gift card. She was getting scammed by those guys. Dwyer was arrested carrying $4,400 in cash. That is a lot of cash to carry.
These people have so much.
Yeah, extra shit.
I would never have that amount of shit. I don't even like having cash on me to begin with.
What's the most cash you guys have ever seen in person?
$10,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Cash. Yeah. I was a notorious gambler.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
You?
Me? $250,000.
Whoa. That makes sense. You're
Not that. I wasn't dealing like that. My buddy's mom was a realtor.
Okay.
And it was in a briefcase. And I guess it was someone's down payment was in straight cash.
Whoa.
And I held it in my hands. And I was like, bro, I can beat his mom, and I for sure beat up Robbie. I should just go to fucking Mexico, live on the land when I was 17.
Even then, you're still back there like, what could I do?
I could
Beat up a couple people.
And take 17 and take all that money. How much money have you seen?
$200.
$200.
Are you being serious right now?
I haven't. I don't know where I don't gamble. I don't do. I've never seen a briefcase full of money. I've seen a briefcase full of fake money, but not real money. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just goes right into your account?
Yeah.
She's young.
Yeah, she's young.
Cash is for kids. Or
It's getting
cash for old people.
cash is for old people.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
obsolete now. You don't need to have cash on you. I worry for people when they're like, I'm just gonna go to Brooklyn and I have $500 cash in my pocket. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing right now? You know?
Officials did not explain how the fraudulent issued gift cards were converted to cash, nor did they say if additional arrests were expected. Exactly how the scheme was able to operate for 3 years, generating thousands of $900 gift cards from a single $6,000 receipt is unclear. It's not unclear. More people are making money off of it.
Yeah. Yeah. More people. Like, you got a whole scheme.
Yeah.
Got a Home Depot scheme. Have you ever done a scam like that? As elaborate as that?
No. I used to steal. Well, when I was stealing stuff, my best one was a buddy of mine. He's dead now. He's the guy who used to buy all my stuff. He was like he's the guy who gave me the name Scuba Steve Furey. Scuba Steve. He was this giant black dude, 6'8". His name was Chad Box. He would just beat the shit out of all these people. And he would go to parties, and he was always really cool sober, but when he was drunk, he was not fun to be around.
Okay.
And he would go to parties and he would steal stuff. And one time he went to this mansion. He stole a guitar, and it turned out to be the guitar for the lead guitarist of the band Tesla.
Okay.
From like the 80s. And then so I sold it for him.
You sold it for him?
Yeah.
All right. That's a scheme.
That's a little schemy.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Yeah.
That's definitely schemy.
Up next, we're going to go to everyone's favorite segment. What does it look like she did?
Oh, here we go. I love this one.
She does look like someone made an Asian Michael Myers mask.
She looked like she bombed Gotham City. She looks like Heath Ledger's Joker. She looks crazy.
She looks like an NPC for an N64 game. She's got a quest, folks.
She does. She looks like she's about to charge someone $15 to fuck up their hairline.
She looks like that one weird guy who sings about numbers on TikTok. You know what I'm talking about? He's like,
Yes,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
She looks like she lost $15,000 at Pai Gow.
Let's find out what she actually did. 42-year-old Mai Tran has been charged with the murder of her husband after Arlington police said that she hit him in the head with a hammer after going to his apartment to sign divorce papers.
Oof. What a way to not agree with the divorce.
I know. Here's my, if to anyone who's married, this is what I'd like to say. If you're thinking about hitting your husband in the head with a hammer, you might need a divorce. That divorce might be needed.
What if he had like no money? That's what I was just like, might as well kill him. He ain't got no money in divorce, might as well get him murdered.
Plus, that wasn't, they've been hitting each other a lot. No one just like goes to hammer first out the bag.
It's a crime of passion, you know? Crime of passion. It's like, you don't know how to use a hammer? You've never had to use a hammer? I'll show you how to use a hammer right in your temple.
Police said Tran called 911 and said she hit her husband in the head with a hammer. Responding officers found a 45-year-old man in a bedroom who was pronounced dead at the scene. Question, top 5 worst things to die from. What do you guys think?
Ooh. For me, number 1 would probably be in the ocean.
Yeah,
Sharks. I would say getting my arms pulled apart by horses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
Quartered.
Sorry, what?
It's called being quartered.
Okay, I was like, I
Is that what it's called? It's being quartered?
Yeah, because
I
you're
hate
ripped in quarters.
You ripped in that. Look at that. That's smart.
I'm here.
I was thinking when you said quartered, like you were throwing quarters at somebody, so they died.
Just like
that would
Gambit
also
from
be a
X-Men.
really bad way to die.
That would.
Quicksand?
Quicksand
'Cause
would
it's
be
slow.
pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
Slow, and then it just, by the time it gets to the mouth, you've already accepted your death.
And then you just fill up with sand.
A Komodo dragon.
Yeah,
I was going to say poison.
Yeah,
Boy, that's
it's
a form
like,
of
and then
poison.
yeah.
Just your skin starts dying all around you. Yeah. These are my 5. No order. Just in no order. Number 1, ripped apart by dogs.
Okay.
Number 2, the laser from 007 that cuts you in half. Number 3, a long needle that keeps poking holes through you. But it's just long, but it's not very strong, you know? And lastly, a fucking hammer. That would be rough.
A hammer? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You also have one more here that you missed.
Choking on your own dick to death. That would be horrific.
choking on your own dick to death, or even worse, like you're like, I'm gonna get choked by my dick to death, but it's not big enough, so you just got a dick in your mouth for a really long time. You're like, oh no, this is
not nearly as erotic as I thought it was going to be.
This is worse.
All right, last two stories. Man snorts 5 grams of cocaine in 3-hour standoff with police. San Francisco police officer fatally shoots a man after a 3-hour-long standoff in the Glen Park neighborhood. The city's police chief held a town hall meeting Friday afternoon and released details about what happened during the deadly May 19th standoff. 40-year-old Sergio Barrios of San Francisco snorted cocaine, listened to music with his headphones, drank vodka, and refused to follow officers' orders when they commanded him to walk out of the apartment building on Bosworth Street. One officer ultimately fired lethal shots when Barrios was reaching for a handgun on the ground.
My guy. Yo.
What a way to go out.
I wouldn't listen to anybody either, man. You're all coke.
Dude, 5 grams in 3 hours? How are you even fitting that in your nose?
Yeah, and you're not feeling. He died, but he didn't feel.
Yeah, he's still alive right now.
Still alive right now. What would you do? Well, if you while at a standoff with cops? Me, I'm gonna go with. I'm on heroin in a hot tub.
Okay.
And if you're coming for me, you're gonna have to put your hands. If you're gonna kill me, you're gonna have to get your hands in that soup that I've created. Get your hands in that blood broth.
Just fucking gutting yourself into the thing like fucking Menudo.
Yeah.
Me, definitely, I do a call to my parents. I tell them I love them. I'm sorry. And then I blow my head off.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yours got real dark at the end.
Mm-hmm. I'm not letting it go. All right, let's go into the last one. Last one for the episode. This one is a fun one. I titled it Honey Dick. 2 companies are recalling their honey products after the FDA sent out a warning about selling products with undisclosed Viagra and Cialis.
Ooh. This doesn't sound... Keep going.
I didn't know Mike's Hot Honey was that fun. Both Viagra and Cialis are now FDA-approved drugs to treat men with erectile dysfunction, but are restricted to use under supervision of licensed health care professionals. Both recalls come from companies that the FDA sent warnings to. The latest recall comes from MKS Enterprise LLC. On Monday, the company announced that it is recalling its Dose Vital VIP Vital Honey product. The recall was initiated after FDA laboratory analysis confirmed that the product contains an undeclared active pharmaceutical ingredient called tadalafil. This is the active ingredient in Cialis and Viagra.
Whoa.
Pretty crazy.
It's pretty nuts, man. And dude, what's wrong with that honey? I like the honey. Keep it there. Keep it on the market.
Yeah.
Keep it on the market.
Yeah. Who snitched?
Who snitched? Yeah. Who got hard one day and was like, this isn't right?
That would be rough, dude. If you're like just having your morning tea and you're just rocked up for the next 8 hours, you got to call the cop.
You call the cops, you call a hooker.
That would be funny to call the cops on your dick. You're like, hey, man, I don't know what this guy's doing, but he's out of line.
If I eat honey that makes me hard, I'm coming out with nothing but a red shirt on. And we're Winnie the Pooh fucking. You know what I mean? Then I'm going to come too fast and go, oh, bother.
Oh, just Eeyore, your wife. Oh, jeez. I didn't even get a cum, so.
Yeah.
All right, that's the show.
That was fun.
Great job, Saul. Mullet Madman, where they can find you.
SaulComedy.com, Saul Comedy on Instagram, Saul Mulleted Madman on TikTok.
Nice. Steve Furey. Follow me at Scuba Steve Furey. Thank you guys very much. Record live at the Comedy Store. See you next time.